Kuchiliza Olive and Mukagashuji Alphonsine are some of those whose cases have been pending for a while, including those whose verdicts are heard from Gacaca. Both are residents of Rusororo sector in Gasabo district, and they say for 12 years they've been waiting for their cases to be finalized, but in vain. We have been told that for those cases that have been decided on, we should take the case documents to court clerks and ask for our compensation. We have handed over these documents to them, and we have since been told that our documents are nowhere to be seen. Sometimes those who should have finalized them are transferred to other areas. These citizens have persistently asked authorities to intervene for them to be compensated on time because attending to courts has caused some problems for them. Cases are that we have spent most of our wealth following up on these cases. We have lost so much time which otherwise should have been productive. Authorities should help us follow up on these issues. This has hindered our efforts to either build other houses or rehabilitate those that were destroyed. Some court bailiffs believe that these issues result from some judges or even some of the court bailiffs. There is some information related to those whose properties were destroyed that has never been found, and this has caused improper writing of these cases, or at times you find that the victim has one name which becomes very hard to trace this person. For the normal cases or lawsuits, the non-professional court bailiffs fail to analyze these cases and in most instances decide to pile them in their office drawers, a move that causes citizens with cases to remain wandering. Most of the time you find that those who lost cases remain adamant and reluctant to compensate the victims. They don't bother looking for the compensation. This in itself is a challenge to the one that files the case because the complainant spends so much money filing the case to get compensation, yet he or she won the case in the court in the first instance. The spokesperson of the courts in Rwanda, Mutabazi Harrison, has once again called on court bailiffs to pay extra attention to this issue because it is within the prerequisites for good justice in Rwanda. When we find that the decision of any case filed for a long time delayed in the papers, we feel bad as lawyers because it looks as if the entire process was for nothing. Again, this slows the pace at which justice should be rendered and therefore adds on the already existing backlogs of cases which we have been always trying to sort out. Statistics from Bailiffs Association shows that in the first quarter of 2018-2019, about 484 cases were filed, of which 253 were heard, an equivalent of 52.2%. In the second term of 2018-2019, 31 cases were filed, but only 13 were heard. In the third term, 230 cases were filed and 166 were heard, and in the fourth term, 231 cases were filed, yet only 155 were heard. In the first term of 2019-2020, 277 cases were filed and only 180 were heard, an equivalent of 64.9%.